Hello everyone to another Catan video here on colonist.io. So I am playing a 1v1 game today. This is just my uh, fourth placement match in the series. Here I am noticing that it's hard for me to coordinate my resources too much. That said, my first thought is just going for 8-10, uh, 8-10-3 here. On the other hand, actually 9-10-5 might also be a good choice. I would like to pair it up with something like 5-3-8, or maybe I can even go for something like 8-3-4 and pair it up with 5-3-8 here. That said, I believe my opponent will want to go for 6-9-3, sorry, 6-4-3. Here I'm running out of time. I will just go for, yeah, I actually took way too much time to decide what I want to do. But I was saying that my opponent can easily go for 6-3-4 or even something like 6-4-2 as their second placement. And even if I block the 6-3-4 position by just going for 6-3-4 myself, I could have done that actually by going for 5-9-10, 6-3-4. But in that case, my opponent would have had 8-4-10, and that is still a decent setup for my opponent. Here, I think I have no other choice. I have to go for something like 8-3-4 based on my first placement. I can go for 3-5-4 just to offset my opponent from getting the 6-4-2, but I don't think it matters too much. Yeah, I don't think it matters too much because even if my opponent doesn't go for 6-3-4, 6-4-2 will still be open. So yeah, I mean, actually my opponent doesn't even go for 6-3-4, which is completely alright here. I would want a few early threes to roll. And in that case, I would want to build my first settlement on 6-3-4 just to stop my opponent from getting any wheat source or any good wheat source, to be honest. Here, not much that I can do, so I'll just end my turn. A 3 does roll here. I can easily build my first road towards 8-10 as well. But as I've already mentioned, I would want to build towards 6-3-4, and if not 6-3-4, 5-4-11 might also be a good choice. Yeah, these early sixes aren't helping me too much, and they are just too good for my opponent. Eights are a very good roll for me because my opponent doesn't get anything, whereas I do get some resources. Here I will build towards a 6-3-4 as planned. I am a little concerned that my opponent can just build a road and settlement, but it's not something that I will be able to stop him if he does do that. Here at this point, I think I'll just do a 4:1 and get a brick and end my turn. So the reason why I'm doing that is because if possible, I would want to get a road and a settlement. Building on 6-4-2 would be much stronger for me. And here I think I'll just hold on to these cards. Let's see what my opponent wants to do, but rolls a 5. Maybe my opponent can just build a road and settlement, which wouldn't be a good, yeah. So that's a little unfortunate. Still not the end of the game for me because I think I can still build on 6-3 and also on 4-5-11. I believe I can get to the wheat port as well later on in the game. Here again I'm just doing a 4:1, converting my wood into brick and end my turn. Roll the 7, still cannot block me. So yeah, I mean my opponent can now grow very quickly because they do have good production. I would have surely liked to block my opponent, but yeah, I will still hold on to these cards for now. I don't think I am in a rush to get my first settlement. Although my opponent is in a good position, I still can block them if I roll a 7. Yeah, that said, 7s aren't rolling here, so that's a little unfortunate for me. And now I think I'll just do a 4:1 and get a settlement. And my choice here is going for 6-3. My opponent will be able to get cities very easily now because of the 6s and 9s which are coordinating for them. They will be able to get more dev cards as well. Yeah, does get a city here. For me, I think I'll just get a settlement. I would want to roll a lot of 7s just so that I can slow my opponent down. Here, as I said, 6s are huge for my opponent. Yeah, even 9s help them a lot more than they help me. Roll the 7 will be blocking my 8 wheat, I believe. Exactly does that. And gets a dev card. Here, I don't think I need to play my buy a dev card. I would want to get a city before I get a dev card. My opponent already has better production than I do. Yeah, but because I'm not getting any favorable rolls, I think I might have to just buy a dev card here. Wow, plays a monopoly just for 1 ore. I don't, and is able to get a city. So maybe wasn't a bad choice after all. And here I do feel that I am lagging a lot in this game. I get longest road, but I don't think it matters anymore. And here will easily be able to block the 8 wood. Blocks the 3 wood and gets 2 dev cards. So surely not a good game for me. Wow. He keeps on rolling 7s, whereas I don't think I can do anything here. I mean, can easily play the knight. Doesn't play a knight, which is surprising. It plays a knight afterwards. I roll a 10. I think I'll just go for a settlement at this point. Yeah, so now the 6s are huge. I think we'll be able to get another settlement. He's just going for dev cards, which is completely fine. I think I'll go for a dev card as well, just to unblock myself. I don't think I can win this game at all. Like, he can easily get the longest road in this turn, get the largest army soon enough. So yeah, I think it's just GG for me. My setup was just too weak. Also, my opponent being able to build on 6-3-4 was completely game winning for them. I will play my knight, but I don't think it is going to change anything. Can easily play the knight and steal from me now. Exactly does that. Gets the longest road as well. Not sure why he's offering any trades. I don't think I will accept any. I get a brick. I mean, the best I can do is build a road, but I don't think I should be doing that. Here I do need to get a city. He already wins the game. Wow. Yeah, so a very quick game there. I think my setup was just bad. Also very unlucky. Yeah, sixes did roll quite a bit. So did fives. But overall, this is still a very standard graph. So here my games haven't been very good. I think I've lost quite a few. That said, this was a very quick game. So maybe I'll play another one. I'll just pause until I find a new game and you guys can just join back. So yeah, I mean, in the meantime, like I would request everyone to please subscribe to my channel. I would like to get to 100 subscribers soon enough. And I'll see you back when I find the next game. So I'll pause the recording until then. Yeah, so I have found my next game. And here I am in the first position and I noticed that there is not a lot of ore. 5, 9, 10 seems to be a good position, but I think 8, 5, 10 is just too strong to give up early on. Getting the strong road building setup would be a good game. And when it comes to pointing my road, I think pointing downwards is fine. I believe building on 10, 3, 11 would be a good choice, increasing my ore production. For my second placement, I would like to get something like 6, 3, 9. That would be a very strong setup. And if not 6, 3, 9, maybe something like 6, 5, 11 would be fine as well. Okay, that is no longer possible. I'm not sure what my opponent would want here. Pairing it up with 659 would be difficult. If he goes for 834, okay, my opponent goes for 9, 10, 11. So I think just going for 693 is the best choice here. I start with all 5 resources. I will point downward so that I can build on 834. That would be a pretty good expansion spot for me. I would want an early 8 and a 5 just so that I can build a road towards 834 and my opponent will not be able to cut me off. An 8 does roll here, so that's pretty good. All I need is a 5 now. Yeah, here doesn't matter where I place. I will go for a dev card. Something like a road building or a year of plenty would be good. Knights are not bad at all. So here I do notice that my opponent has one road in hand. So yeah, I am very happy that the 5 did roll there. Getting to 834 seems to be a very strong move for me. And now I will also build a road towards the other 834. Yeah, so my opponent was holding on to the cards. Pretty sure he wanted to cut me off, but luckily that didn't happen. Goes for a dev card, I don't mind that at all. Here I can do a 4:1 and get a settlement. But I don't think I need to do that just yet. Instead, I think I'll just do a 4:1 and build another road. I think that is fine. So 3 does roll here, that's fine. So here I think my opponent has difficulty getting a break because 11s aren't rolling. I roll a 10, I think just going for a dev card is a fine choice. And a 5 rolls here. I do have a settlement in hand, but not sure if I would just want to go for it at this point. I'll just end my turn. Because my opponent's production isn't the best, I am not in a big hurry to get my settlements. If possible, I would want to just build 2 roads and get a settlement on 6-3-11. That would put my opponent in a very bad position. All I need is a single 8 and a 5 to roll, and I will be able to do that. I already have 2 roads in hand. So, okay, so now that plan does not work anymore. And also, me being able to block my opponent seems to be a good choice. I get a ore, which is very good for me. Here, I'll just go for another dev card. And I think I should just build a settlement now. I will build it on the 8-3-4 to increase my sheep production. And also build a road so that even if my opponent does play a knight, he cannot steal anything from me based on the cards I have. Here I did a mistake. I should have actually built a road and a settlement on the 8-3. That would have been a better scenario. Rolls the 11. Here I feels like my opponent doesn't have a knight because he hasn't unblocked his 6. Yeah, this was surely a mistake building on 8-3-4 because building on 8-3 would have been much better for me. So I should have just built a road and a settlement in that case. Here I will just play my knight, block the 6 wood, get a brick which is pretty good, especially because brick is a rare resource for my opponent. And I also roll a 6 after blocking the 6 wood, that feels even better. Here I will just hold on to these cards. Every 8 now basically gives me a road. In this turn I will surely try and get my settlement. Would want a 6 to roll so that I can get a settlement and a dev card. Here, based on the current setup, I think just blocking is fine. And I will get my settlement as planned and end my turn. My opponent can easily play a knight. He doesn't, which is very surprising. He does have 4 dev cards in hand. I'm not sure why he's not playing a knight. I'm pretty sure he has one at this point. Yeah, I'll continue to block my opponent. I will get a break because the 11 just rolled. And here I think I'll just go for another dev card. Yeah, does play a knight here. So he had a knight, he just didn't mind if that 9 beat was blocked. So yeah, this is a pretty good roll for me, but I think at this point I'll just hold on to these cards. I don't need to build a road anywhere just yet. Wow, I'm getting very lucky with these sevens. Unlike in my last game where I didn't roll much of any seven. Here, based on the cards I have in hand, feels like I don't have much of a choice. I can build a couple of road towards 5-4, but I think my opponent can easily block me. My other option is to just build a couple of roads towards 5-2. I don't think that is a bad choice either. I'll just build a road towards a 3-1 port though and end my turn. A 6 does roll here, so I will be able to get my settlement. My opponent gets a city, which is... So now every 10 basically gives my opponent 3 ores. But yeah, here I can just get my city on the brick port. My brick production is pretty good. And now I'll just end my turn. Here are 6 rolls. So I can get another settlement. Actually, I cannot get another settlement. I already have 5. So because of that, I think just getting a couple of dev cards will be fine. If I get a Year of Plenty or a Monopoly, I can make use of it. Unfortunately, I don't get them. That said, now I surely need to focus on getting cities. Yeah, my opponent is taking quite some time. Plays a Year of Plenty. I think we'll be able to get a road and a settlement. Actually, just builds a couple of roads there. I roll a 3, but based on the cards I have and the ports that I have, I cannot do much. So I'll just end my turn. Would want a lot of 8s to roll just so that I can make good use of my 2:1 port and get a city early on. Here, I don't think I have much choice, just doing a 4:1, get a ore, and I'll just hold on to these cards for now. 10 rolls. Although my opponent does get 3 ores, 10 is a pretty good roll for me as well, giving me a rare ore. And here, because I mean, I can easily get an ore from my opponent, I do get that. But I still cannot build a city because I don't have any 3:1 ports. So I'll just hold on to these cards. So yeah, I now have a city in hand. And I keep rolling 7s, which is very good for me. Here, I think just getting a city on 834 is fine. Because I have the brick port, it seems to be a very strong place to get a city. And yeah, I mean, here I will easily be able to get a settlement on the 3:1 port. And I can try and get more dev cards. I think it's not a bad choice here. I do keep on getting these knights, which isn't the best case scenario, but surely isn't bad either. Here, because I have those many knights, I don't need to hold on to them at all. Roll a 11. I can just build a road and get the longest road. but I think just holding on is fine. I need to get a city, and my opponent will easily be able to build a longer road, so I don't think I should be fighting for the longest road just yet. Here, because I have only 7 cards, I think I'll just end my turn. 10 rolls giving me over. I think my opponent will be able to get another city, if not a few more dev cards. Does play a knight here. Steals my wood, so can easily build the longest road now. An 11 had rolled recently. Is building towards a 3:1 port. I think that makes sense. Especially because he has to do 4:1s every time he's rolling anything. Here I will continue to get more dev cards. I need to get either victory points or monopolies or year of plenty. Unfortunately, I'm not getting any of those. So I will play a knight. If I get a wheat, I will be able to get a city. I get a brick, which is not what I was looking for. So yeah, the brick doesn't help me much here because I am not able to get the dev card that I want. I will just, sorry, get the resource card that I want. I will just go for a dev card and end my turn. I do get a victory point, which is pretty good. Rolls a 7, will block my 8 brick for sure. And gets a brick. Here I can just claim a longest road in the next turn and be on 13 points, but that is still 2 points away from victory, so I don't think it matters if I play that here or make that move here at this point. I cannot build any more settlements. I do need to get a city before I can build any settlement. Here, based on the cards I have in hand, I think I'll just end my turn. And 8 rolls, that's an excellent roll for me. I'm just a little worried that my opponent might have a monopoly in hand. If he doesn't play a monopoly, I will be able to get another city. And getting a city on 8-5-10 would be pretty huge for me. Increasing my ore production and brick production. It does play a monopoly. I did expect that. So should be able to get the longest road, or maybe just going for another city. Okay, just goes for a dev card. Here I think I will again just try and go for another dev card. I do get a year of plenty, so that is pretty good. At the very least, I should be able to get another city, and if not city, 2 dev cards is not a bad choice either. I get a brick. So yeah, at this point, I think I'll just play my year of plenty and get another 2 dev cards. I get a road building and a knight. So I can claim the longest road, but still I am quite a far way away from victory. I need another victory point at least, or maybe, yeah, I just need to get cities, I believe. Nothing else is going to help me at this point. 10 rolls, a pretty good roll, but my opponent will be able to get a city. Okay, he's still going for dev cards. I do get a brick. I still cannot get. Yeah, I think I still cannot get a city, so I'll just go for another dev card here. I do get a victory point. So that puts me on 12 points, and now I just need to get another victory point, and I might be able to win the game there. I can play my knight, and I think I will be able to get a ore. Oh, I get a brick. I thought I would be able to get a ore because the 10 had recently rolled. But yeah, I'll just end my turn. So there are no dev cards left in the game. So my opponent here has a road building in hand for sure. Yeah, I will play my knight. I don't need to hold on to it for now. I roll a 2, but based on the current setup, all I need is a single city to win the game. My opponent also has a monopoly in hand. And now I am reliant on 7s to roll if I want to get uh, my if I want to free my 8. That said, here I don't think I can still get another city. I am just a 1 card short. Yeah, I am a card short here, so maybe going for a city might not be the right choice. That said, I will play my road building and make sure I secure the longest road. Like my opponent has 4 plus 4, 8 and 9, 10 over here. So I have to get more than 10 roads. Which I am able to do here, and surely I will go for it. So it will be even more difficult for my opponent to get the longest road now. He is on 9 points at this point. He has 2 victory points. That is confirmed. Even if he plays his road building, it will be difficult for him to compete with my production. Also, he cannot build any more settlements. He has to build a city before he can build settlements. Here I do have only 2 roads left. So if I connect my settlements, I will have a road which is 15 long. So here I roll a 7. That is huge for me. And at this point, I think I'll just build another road. All I need to do is end my turn with no cards in hand, so he cannot rob me. And also, once I connect this road over here, I will have the longest road for sure. It does play the knight, which is completely fine. Roll the 10, so that is a little scary. He can get another city here. I don't think he has the wheat in hand that he needs to get the city, but yeah, actually he did have there. I roll a 12, not much that I can do. So yeah, I mean, so yeah, unfortunately my 8 is blocked. It would have been a huge roll for me, but doesn't work out in my favor for now. Can get another city. Okay, doesn't get it. Wow, rolls a 11 here, so he can secure the largest army now. Sorry, the longest road. Just building 3 roads. A 6 had rolled and a 11 has rolled here. So he can just build 3 roads and make sure he is secured with the longest road. He is waiting, so maybe yeah, I'm not sure what he's thinking about. Yeah, does build 15 roads there. So here, as I've said, I still need to get my second city. I can no longer get the longest road, so increasing my wood production isn't going to help me. Here my opponent will be able to get at least a settlement because a 9 has rolled and an 11 had rolled recently. Instead gets a city. So yeah, he is clawing back. I would want to roll a 7, but wow, plays a monopoly on brick. A wasted monopoly here, surely. Yeah, as I said, I wanted to roll a 7. He will be able to get a settlement for sure now, which puts him on 14 points. So he is closer to win than I am now. But yeah, I think even the best I can do is get a settlement at this point. And now I need another city to win the game. Rolls a 7. He will block my 6 wheat, I believe. Steals my brick, which is a little unfortunate. He can just get a settlement and win the game. Yeah, so it was a pretty close game. I almost had it. But yeah, almost is not good enough here. Yeah, it was a GG for sure. I mean, die statistics, it was a pretty fair match. I don't think it was bad in any way. I just needed to build one road and that would have secured the longest road for me. Unfortunately, he was able to roll a 7 exactly at the right time. And yeah, that's how it is. I mean, not a bad game at all. Pretty good game. But I think, yeah. So that's it for now. This was my 5th placement game. And I will continue to play more. Bye for now and see you again in the next video. Bye bye.